Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to tackle one of the most important documents out there, the proposal. We're going to talk about how to stop just explaining your ideas and start building a case that is absolutely designed to get that yes.
So let me ask you this. Have you ever been there? You spend weeks, maybe even months, pouring your heart and soul into a proposal. You craft the perfect solution. You lay out all the details. You hit send, feeling great, and then crickets. Or worse, you get that flat-out no. It is just so frustrating. So what's the deal? Well, here's a fascinating insight. Most of the time, the problem isn't your idea at all. It's your approach. See, most of us are writing proposals to inform when we should be writing them to win. There's a huge difference.
And that brings us right to the biggest, most common mistake that can totally sink an otherwise brilliant proposal. It's a really simple but absolutely fundamental error in where you start your thinking.
Look at this slide. It lays it all out. Our natural instinct is to start on the left, with my solution. We're excited about our idea, so we just want to talk about it. But winning proposals, they always start on the right, with my audience. Who are they? What do they actually care about? What's going to convince them? And this whole process, this critical first step, is called audience analysis. And let me be clear, this isn't just some fluffy warm-up exercise. It is the absolute strategic foundation of your entire proposal. It's about knowing your reader's world so well that you can frame every single word to resonate with them.
Okay, so you've done your homework, you understand your audience, inside and out. Now what? How do you actually get them on board? Well, this is where we shift from mindset to method, with a toolkit packed with 6 proven principles of persuasion.
You know, effective persuasion isn't magic. It's not just a gut feeling or coming up with some clever words. It's a strategy. It's about deliberately applying principles from social psychology so you can move from just hoping your proposal is persuasive to knowing it is.
First up is reciprocity. Just think of it as give before you ask. Your proposal shouldn't just be a demand for their time and resources. It should feel like a gift of value. When you offer a sharp insight or brilliant solution right up front, you create this little psychological need for them to give back by seriously considering your request.
Next, we have scarcity. This one's huge. Psychologically, people are way more motivated by the fear of losing something than by the hope of gaining something new. So you have to frame your proposal as a unique opportunity, something with a deadline. You've got to create a real sense of urgency.
Then you need authority. I mean, why should they listen to you? You build that trust with proof, not just opinions. Cite some expert research, showcase your own track record, or get backing from names they already respect. It signals that you're a credible, low-risk choice. Oh, and consistency is so powerful. People really don't like to contradict themselves. So if you can show them how your idea is just the logical next step for a goal they've already publicly committed to, you make it incredibly difficult for them to say no without looking inconsistent. And please, don't underestimate this next one, liking. It's so simple. We say yes to people we like. Now, this isn't about being fake or overly friendly. It's about using a collaborative, respectful tone that shows you see them as a partner in this, not just a target for your sales pitch.
And finally, there's social proof. When people are uncertain, what do? They look around to see what everyone else is doing. So if you can show that other similar companies or respected leaders have already had success with this kind of initiative, well, saying yes suddenly feels a lot less risky and a lot more like the smart, proven choice.
Okay, so we have our audience-first mindset, we've got our 6 persuasion tools. Now for the really important part. How do you bring all of this together into a concrete plan before you even think about starting to write?
This right here is your blueprint. Just look at these 5 steps. Every single one of them, from defining your purpose all the way to anticipating their objections, flows directly from that audience analysis we talked about. Your audience becomes the compass for every single decision you make.
And all of this careful planning, it leads to one incredibly powerful document. It's not just a list of topics. It's what the source material calls an annotated outline, and it's your true blueprint for persuasion.
And this is where the magic happens. Look how this works. In your outline, you're not just deciding what to say, you're deciding how you're going to persuade. For the executive summary, let's use reciprocity and authority. For the budget, let's bring in scarcity. For the conclusion, we'll hit them with consistency. See? Every single choice is deliberate and strategic.
And that brings us to the key takeaway. Your annotated outline isn't just a simple list of your good intentions. It is a persuasive blueprint. It's the thing that changes you from someone who's just organizing information into someone who is actively engineering agreement.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you sit down to write a proposal, ask yourself, am I just writing to inform or am I writing to win? Because the difference between those two things, well, it's everything.